welcome back to Callie's in the Kitchen. So quite a little while ago, when I was first learning, I did this pour and I couldn't remember how I did it. So I'm going to try to see if I can remember the steps. I'll show you really quick what it was because I don't want to detract from this product, from this technique. So it's this. That's it. That's all I'm going to show you. So I am using the Molds and Shape Magical Tray Mold. I have here a Druzy that I got from Pouring Your Heart Out from Julie's eBay store. And I'm going to center it, but I'll spend some time doing that in a moment off camera. I just want to show you the products. I have mixed up my resin, which is the Nic Pro. You can get it on Amazon, and it's a 1-to-1. I'm going to be using Cast and Craft for my white, for my bloom. And then I'm going to use Lrissy Expressions, and I think this one is called Tangerine mica powder. I'm also going to be putting in Unicone Pearl Luster mica powder. I'm hoping that's what I did and used, so we shall see. In here I have mixed up orange and gold and sort of different glitter that I'm going to be pouring on the edge here. So I'm going to mix up my resin and be right back. All right, I have placed my Druzy in the center, and thank you for the tip, Miss Julie, on taking my ruler and measuring. It's pretty close, so I've used those edges, this scallop for centering it. Hopefully that works. So I mixed up my glitter mix, as I mentioned. I did it rather thickly because I don't want it to spread too much. So we shall see if I can do as thin of a strip as possible. So here we go. And I probably will be quiet and hold my breath as I normally do on this part of where I do an edge. Because my resin mix with the glitter is so thick, it doesn't come out sort of as smoothly as if it was thinner. So let me, what I'm doing now is actually bracing the cup on its edge and onto the edge of the mold. Got to keep remembering to squeeze that mouth. And then I'll go in with my silicone tool to sort of, I'm not bothered that it's coming out on the sides up on the mold there. So I guess it's kind of good that I'm doing these videos for me because, you know, that other piece that I did was so pretty and I wasn't recording at that time, so I can't remember what I did. So I looked at the piece and tried to sort of piece together what I might have done. So I'm trying it today again. And you know me, I love 3D blooms, and this is hopefully a hybrid of a 3D bloom with maybe a crackle, but a very different kind of crackle. So, all right. Ooh, that's really thick. Let me see what I can do to even it out a little bit here. Oh gosh, I'm not going to do too much because I'll just mess it up even more. So it's okay that some part of it is not as even. Just want to make sure that it reaches the edges. So as I do this, please, at any time, please feel free to fast forward, because some of these things sometimes go really smoothly and easily, and sometimes they take a little bit of maneuvering. Oh, and I did use my leveler again to make sure that my mold is as level, and I guess it is, so we'll see. Maybe it's the inner part of my countertop that it's uneven. I don't know. Now the other wonderful thing that I learned from Ms. Julie is placing extra glitter that you have onto plastic and make a round, but I had these round old small molds, and what I'm going to do is just drop them in here and use them as a disc for future. And it's nice and round, you know, perfectly shaped. I don't have to cut it, so that's cool because I'm not too talented on the cutting. It took me a while to cut that Druzy down a little bit, by the way. So I know I'm going over, but that's because I'm talking and doing this at the same time. So now I have a little library of discs that I can use. So thank you so much, Julie, for that great idea of not wasting your resin glitter. This one I'm going to do a little thicker so that hopefully it stays down more on whichever piece I'm going to use. Now since I have a little bit more here, what I'm going to leave it for a second, because if I have extra resin, I might do a bonus piece for me on the side to see what happens. All right, oops. This was, my cup fell over. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pour a layer of clear resin over, but I just one second. Sorry everyone. Sorry. Please forgive me that I'm digressing. I got this little mold from Temu, by the way, if anyone's interested. It's perfect for making little discs. Okay, so I'm gonna put that one aside. I see a little piece that's not even enough, so let me just even that out. Sorry. Okay. I hope you saw that. Yeah. Okay. In my other 2 cups, I did mix the Pearl Luster and the Tangerine mica powders, and I didn't want to mix it with you because I have to wear a mask because I'm kind of sensitive to these mica powders. So the first thing I'm going to do is pour a layer of this resin . I'm not going to fill it all the way to the top, I don't think. Okay, so it looks like I might have extra resin for another piece, so I don't want to move my camera angle, so I'm going to have to see if I can, oops, come on out of there. See, it's spreading a little bit. I'm just going to leave it, let it do what it wants. I'm just going to see how level it is. I think I'm going to just pour in a little bit more. Wow, I overestimated how much resin I needed. And then also, of course, I want to make sure that my resin has room for my 3D bloom, plus also that it's covering that Druzy. So I have my handy dandy geode resin, geode mold here. So I'm going to pour, while that's doing its thing there, I'm going to pour this in there to make it a little runnier, as I found that it was a little thick. So I'm going to do sort of like a baby and a mini, hopefully. we shall see. It all depends on if I have enough of the other two colors. So excuse my hand. But I'm going to do the same thing where I pour on the edge. Yeah, see that little extra resin that I put in makes it a teeny weeny bit easier to pour on the edge here. And I'm okay on the timing of this because I am wanting my resin for the white to thicken up. So I'm not rushing right now. That's why I like this Nic Pro. For me, it works really well and it gives me time. Okay, so might as well just finish up all those, eh? So put that. Sorry, it's off camera. What I'm doing is just filling up my little round molds with more of the glitter mix. So sorry. Ooh, I better leave a center actually now that I think about it for this piece because I'm not using a Druzy in there. Okay, good thinking, girl. All right, so now that I've done that, I'm going to put aside some for my white. But first I'm going to take its temperature and make sure that it's where I want it to be, which is about 35 degrees Celsius. So it's going to 30, 31. Okay, it's stopping a little bit, so that's fine because what I'm going to do is I'm going to, while that still warms up, I'm going to pour my orange mica mix. I guess it's okay that that's spreading because it'll just, you know, give it a nice pattern. Or glitter on top. So now, on top of the white, inside of that glitter, I'm going to pour my orange. Oh, good thing I didn't put any more of my clear. It could have overflowed. It still might. I'm not sure. I don't know. So I'm carefully trying to place it at the rim. Now maybe what I should have done, actually, now that I think about it, I should have maybe poured some of the clear and then put the orange and put the now I don't have anything to push it. Oh, silly girl. Oh well, let's see if it'll just do its, you know, do something on its own. So let me just keep on doing this. Completely forgot I needed to push this out. So I may actually have a little bit of the clear. Ooh, wouldn't that be nice? Making this a little bit thicker. I'm glad I'm doing this again because it's going to remind me what I did. What I did before. Okay, so now I'm going to put my my Pearl Luster next to the orange. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to put another clear. I just see that on the top here of my mold, the lip, it's pretty tall and it'll just cause me trouble. So I'm not sure how this will turn out. Maybe I'll just have orange and white rim edge. Let me see. I'm going to peek down. Okay, I think. Okay, I'm going to do something really dangerous, but I've got to try. First of all, I'm going to make sure I have my white amount of resin put aside. So I think I'm going to do just 20 grams for my white. Because what I want to do now is actually pour, oh, I know, I'll do it in here so that I'll get my effect that I want of, because I have the orange and the pearl luster. So what I was trying to do here maybe will work out better over here. So let me just put in a little bit more. And then even without waiting for that to spread, I'm so tempted to put a little bit, but oh, I can't. Because it'll overflow, and I know what that's like. So I'll let that spread a little bit. Okay, I might nudge it along. Okay, now I'm going to take the orange that I had on here and put it around just like I did on the big one. And then put my pearl. This is great all this time because I'm letting my resin thicken up for my bloom. And then, you know, I might put some more here because I think I have room. And I do have some more of the pearl luster, so why not, right? Since this may already be a flop as to what my original design was. And maybe this is a way of using the clear to push it. I don't know. Okay, so then on this one, this is what I wanted to do in the big one, is push it out. So I'm going to push it all the way out. Awesome, had enough for 2 of them. Okay, so then, you know, let that do its thing. Now I'm going to mix up my cast and craft with my resin. And I'm going to do, since I did 20 drops, I'm going to do 1, 2, I'm going to do 3. I like it a little bit. And I'm going to use the stick that had the white, just to maybe give this white a little sparkle. I'm going to mix, mix, mix. I've got my piping bag that I have ready. Mix some more. That orange is so pretty. Oh, just love that orange. Hope you do too. Okay, putting in my white into the piping bag. Excuse the noise. So I got a note to self when I do this. I did the right amount of resin, but I didn't need to, I had extra there. Well, that's doing its thing, and then before I put my white, I will torch this. Now these glitter is going to affect my bloom, unfortunately. So a little something in there, a little residue of some sort. Okay. Take my piping bag. Cut a small hole. Oops, it's dripping. And now here's the part that I don't know how close to put it to that edge of my Druzy. So I don't want to put the white over the Druzy, of course, because I want the Druzy crystals to shine. I need to reposition my hand. I think piping bag, the stream wasn't big enough or wide enough. Oh, I was hoping I had enough for here. Maybe I do. Let's see. I'm going to squeeze as much as I can. But first, this is the first priority. So, not happy that those are kind of narrow. Oh, and at the end. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I can squeeze some more. To moments like these, you just have to rally. Okay, so now on this one, what I'm going to try to do, which is this beautiful technique that my friend Stacy does that I cannot do, but I am going to try it, is where she does like rose petals. And I've not been successful in doing that, but I'm going to try here. Because I have a little bit in this cup, which is easier to get to than my piping bag, and I can feel this getting thicker. But I'm using what I have. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. I'm sorry if you can't. I'm sorry. But this wasn't how it was supposed to turn out. makes me think I might have a little bit white to put over on the other one. But let me just work on this one first. And I can't remember if she draws over them or not. I'll have to check. Okay. I'm doing this on Chinese New Year Day, by the way. So happy Chinese New Year to everyone. It's the year of the dragon. Oh, so how appropriate I did something in orange. Cool. Didn't even think about that. And I'm not putting stuff in the center because I do want to put my glitter mix in there. So let's see if I can put another one in here, in between. Yep. And maybe a small one over here. This is also a technique that Julie has done too, where she pulls the white with a stick. All right, so let me see if I can add here. It's really narrow, so I'm just going to go over and over it. And I really apologize that this is turning out to be a long video. Okay. That's all I'm going to do. Then I'm going to not take your time. I'm going to put that glitter mix in the center and hope something happens there. But on here, I'm not done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out. And in between, and I'm going to do half of it, another half, ooh, this one I'm not sure what happened here. Oh boy, well maybe that's just half. Okay. And here, okay, oh boy, shall I do some more in between? Oh, I can't decide. Shall I do one more? Maybe maybe I will. Yeah, I'm going to. So sometimes a pour goes really smoothly and sometimes it doesn't, and you just have to figure out a way to recover, especially while you're taping it. So I really appreciate you being patient with me. Oh, this one's going to be really narrow, but oh well, little baby one. And then that's going to be the last one. Okay, so I do have a little bit there, so I might use this one. Anyway, I'm going to play some more because I've taken up too much of your time already. And I will see you for the unmolding. But if I do it right, timing-wise, I do want to shape this into a platter or a bowl. So wish me luck, and I'll see you on the next step. Okay, so it's been a few hours, and I want them to be pliable, so they're a little soft, but I'm going to do one at a time. Got my little bowl ready. So this one, as I peel, ooh, okay, that's when I know that it's okay, or that it's all right to take it out of the mold, when it comes out easily like this. So let me pull this out. Let me go get a black background in case I need that. So I'm going to sort of cheat a little bit, but I wanted to show you. Oh, that's kind of cute. It's a little flower. Not too bad. So there it is without the black. It's actually better without the black. So what I'm going to do now is place it in my cup here. And oh, I do like the sparkle around. And this is kind of wispy, you know, a little shapely. Not too bad at all for last minute leftover resin. So I'm going to push that in, and then it'll be hopefully tomorrow a nice mold. What I might do is, depending on how it stays here, I might put a little plastic and put something else heavy on top. So there's the little baby coaster. Pretty orange. Okay, next one. All right. Ooh, this is the one that I'm hoping. So this one is also ready because it's coming out nicely out of the mold. However, I have that Druzy that I need to take out. So I'm going to try and do it separately from here, because I have to do a reveal. So let me take that Druzy out. Well, let me see if I can take it out. Because if I reveal it now and take out the Druzy, it'll kind of ruin the effect. So let me work on getting that Druzy out, and I'll be right back. Actually, that's okay, because I want to show you. This turned out pretty here. I do want to show you how. It's really quite easy. You just have to kind of pull off the little extra that got caught in, and I will do that better. But here we go. Oh, very pretty center. So let me just clean this up a bit. So I'm just getting the excess resin spilt over. Let's see, I think I got it all. So there it is. So let me get a black background. This one needs one. So hang on one second. So get that off. Sorry about that. Let me just push that aside. Put this on so you can see. So actually this side, which is the back side, is really pretty because the white really closed in, and there's a little glitter center. So this is going to be difficult, but let's see how it looks on this side with the black. Oh, very cool. And that black is because of the this, not anything else. So it looks like some of the orange, and I might have to clean this up a little bit, of this glitter stuff got, so that's what's showing here. But look at these petals, really different. And this background, I just love it. I hope you do too. So I'm going to place it in my handy dandy silver bowl like this. I'm trying to even it out and just let it sort of settle in down. Oh, that's really pretty. Talk about sparkle, huh? Okay. So the next thing you'll see at the, oh, that's kind of cool because it's got the silver, you know, this showing that sparkly showing out. But anyway, it's a subtle center. I like it with the white ring and then these great petals. So I'd call it a success for me. Okay, I'll push it in. I'll just play with it a little bit more. And thank you so much for watching.